Welcome, everybody, to Coach's Corner. It's been a year since you've got to see Coach Glavich and myself. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody back to what should be an exciting season for the IUP Crimson Hawks. Coach, it seems like yesterday we started training camp. Tell us how quickly things have already gone. This is our first game at home.
I'll tell you what, Coach, it clips by so fast. I mean, I rewinded back a little further there. We were at Nationals, and, we closed our season, not the way we wanted to, but everything was on the up and up. Summer goes by in a blink of an eye. Camps here. We go through 2 weeks of camp. Had a little delay on the ice with, some maintenance issues. 2 exhibition games, and here we are on opening night. It just goes by so fast.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
it really does. Our season didn't end like we wanted to last year, so we recruited hard and we went out and found some hockey players that we think are going to take us to the next level. How well do you see that fitting in for this season? Do you see it?
You know what? I think the recruiting class is very strong. I mean, we have a great composition now. I mean, if you kind of looked at our roster last year, we had some older players that had been with us, for 4 years, 4.5 years. But for the most part, we were a young team. That all that youth now has all that experience of an ACA or CHMA championship and a trip to nationals. And then the recruits that we're bringing in are all from programs that know how to win. They have great pedigree. They have had past championships, and they also know what it likes to to lose. And players that learn that losing is not the success they're looking for, and they know how to win. Those are the types of players that we have today.
Yeah, we're more than excited about the players that we brought in and the players that are coming back for us. Just makes for a great combination. What do you feel the strengths of this team are this year, Coach?
I didn't get that one.
What do you feel our strengths are this year?
Oh, so you know what? I think our strengths are, first of all, we are. I think that I've been with the program. You've been with the program for quite some time. I think this year's truly our best year at the blue line. When you look at our defensive lineup, we are big, we are fast, and we're very smart back there. So from the blue line out, you can't take another breath without saying, man, Gatesy and Stalsey have had a tremendous camp and two very good exhibition games. Gates has been, a very pleasant surprise. We knew he was good. We gave him a chance, the first exhibition game, and he excelled. Looking across our lineup, I'm telling you, it's one of those times where you know that you have scoring depth and you have discipline depth. So I would say our strengths at our blue line, and we can have the ability to score in a blink of an eye.
So last week we had a couple of games against a pretty strong Penn State team, and we come out victorious both games. Um, what do you feel? What do you take away from those two games?
So you take away those two games, the wins are a byproduct of really how we played. We expect success when we take the ice, so the wins we won't talk about. The thing that we take away is we made a lot of mistakes that were very correctable in a short week of practice. We were aggressive, and we also had some good structure. So it was a great exhibition and test to what we have.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for the boys. We shook some of the rust off, played a pretty good hockey team, and under hostile conditions came out with 2 wins.
Yeah.
So we look at this team and we think about what's further down the road. What are our goals? What are we looking to accomplish here? I think we've raised the bar for the program, not only for the CHMA, but for relevancy nationally. We want to be a top 10 program, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have top 10 players. Tonight we're in our home opener. We're not looking to win the game tonight. We're looking to play with a great deal of structure and make a statement with the way we play. We're hoping that the scoreboard and score sheet are indicative of the dominance, but it's about making a statement tonight.
Before we close, we would like to ask our Crimson Hawk family to keep one of our players in their prayers the next few days for sure. Spencer Dixon was involved in an automobile accident last night. He's a big part of our team. Please keep him in your prayers, his family, and also the Crimson Hawk team as well. He's a big part of our team. We miss him dearly. Say a prayer for the big guy tonight.
Dix is great. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Hawks tonight. On defense, number 74, Zach Soy. Also on D, number 13, Trenton Wagner. At wing, number 25, Jace Rurik. Also on wing, number 11, Justin Metrick. At center, number 24, Maddox Rurik. And in goal tonight for your Hawks, number 31, Jared Stahl. Will you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to S&T Bank Arena in Indiana, Pennsylvania, where the IUP Crimson Hawks welcoming the Westchester Rams in Division I hockey. Now, this unofficially the start of the season for the Crimson Hawks, as we heard in the coach's corner earlier. I should actually introduce myself. With me, my broadcast partner, Peyton Trollinger. I'm Alex Donaldson. So, last weekend they played Penn State. It was a good showing, but they played the D2 program. Now they're playing the top guys, or the top Rams, I should say, of Westchester.
Well, and Alex, you have to know, too, Westchester's already 2 games ahead. They're starting 2-0. They played West Virginia last week. They won 5-3 the first game and 2-1 the second game. So Westchester's got a couple games under their belt. Let's see how they play against the season opener for the Crimson Hawks.
Now the face-off draw, and the Rams win it right out of the gate. This way, going right up the middle is Whitaker, and he'll just dump it in. A little bit of dump and chase early on here. Zach Soy to collect it, and he'll send it up the far side. Cutting back to the middle, looking to the point, dropping it off, and a shot coming in from number 44, Harry Lane, defenseman from Downtown, Pennsylvania, wearing the purple and yellow. Westchester representatives in the purple and yellow jerseys on the left side of your screen. The Crimson Hawks defending the right side in their home white jerseys.
Well, I was talking with the coach in the pregame, and he didn't really give me a specific player to watch out for. He really just said just the entire first line. First line and first pairing, especially their captain, Emerson Emery from Montville, New Jersey. And he's going to look to lead his team against a very talented Crimson Hawks group, Alex.
Well, they will head off the ice. Now the second line coming out here as Rurik moving in on goal, and he's unable to control it. Being there, Jace Rurik, number 25. Now on this side of the ice is Sinicki. He'll head it across Miller, back to Sinicki. And now going up the middle by the defenseman. Johnson also getting in there. And now back out to the point. Miller will just poke it ahead. Brown, nobody there for the Crimson Hawks. And the Rams will take it out of their zone with speed. Good defensive play by Sinicki to break that one up. And now an offside, I believe the call. And back to the neutral zone for the Strong.
So a little bit of action on both sides. Crimson Hawks able to get into the Westchester zone, but no shots as of now. Looking like right now the third line of the Crimson Hawks are out right now, and the third line for the Rams are out as well. So nice little even balance for the coaches there.
Boker winning that draw, one of the new faces on this Crimson Hawk team from last year, as an icing there will bring possession back into the Crimson Hawk zone.
Well, I was talking with the coaches last week when we were at Penn State, and one thing that Coach Glavich commented on is he loves the defensive side of Boker's game. That's why, he's not the top six, but he provides a very good, stable third line playing that center position.
Yeah, the Crimson Hawks priding themselves on their two-way game. That third line certainly boasting that ability. We'll see. They get faced with that opportunity. Now a shot block and a save by Stalling. Goal. The rebound comes out and saved by Boker.
Incredible.
Now Adams giving it to London on this side. Adams getting a piece of it, and it goes wide to the far side. Back out to the point. Sala sends one in on goal. Blocked by the center.
IUP lucking out big time on that save.
Sala now in his own end, I should say, trying to get it up. Now Adams using that speed in center ice, and he'll dump it in as a line change ensues. Winsky poking for it on the far boards. Now Crane, this side of the ice, takes a hit. Still keeps possession on that side, though. Back out to the middle. Crane can't finish it. Now to the point, collecting it is Shepard, and he'll come back into his own end.
Westchester getting a lot of really good looks early on in this period.
Soy with the tip, and on the far side, taking it is Winsky, has it stripped. Tulo with the shot, and that one blocked away. Fetzer with a nice poke to center. And the dump and chase here by number 56 for the Crimson Hawks. Back across this, or to the far side, I should say. Dumped in on goal. Stahl with the save. He's been tested early on. That's a second shot on goal, and certainly hasn't made his night any easy.
It hasn't, and he lucked out big time that Boker was there to cover his flank. He was sprawled out for the desperation save, and Boker was able to cover the back door and deflect that puck out of there.
Pass break up here in the defensive zone, but the Crimson Hawks can't jump on top of it. Ziemba back to collect it. Facing the forecheck, give it off. Sinicki with contact. And now Metric takes a swing at that and is unable to clear it. Now the second opportunity. He'll stick handle. Use his long reach to get it up to Jace Rarick, unable to collect it. Metric on the far side. Moving in on goal. Back out. Jace can't pull the trigger. Now the D-man can. Ziemba goes wide. Saved by Zimmerman in goal. Jace gets a piece of that one, but the pass all the way out. Now Whitaker gives it off. Coming back across, and the pass a bit too high. Going back to collect it is Aiden Smith. He has that one stripped. Now this one will go the length of the ice. Icing against the Crimson Hawks.
UP had a really good chance down here at this end. They just couldn't get the tape-to-tape feed, and unfortunately a blown opportunity. They did register the shot on goal, so they registered the first shot on net. So now a face-off to the left of Jared Stahl, who last week was unstoppable against Penn State.
Maddox unable to win that one for the Crimson Hawks. And the pass ahead, unable to find their target up the wing. Again, the Crimson Hawks very dangerous on the wing. They do have guys that can control the play. In the middle, it's deflected on its way in on goal. Getting a piece of that one with Smith. Ryan fighting for it in the corner. Poked ahead by Smith. Turns around for the quick shot. Ryan with the tip wide. As a man at the point elects to shoot it, that one off the post. Then Sala will try to clear the zone. He gets the blue line, but nothing more. But enough for a delayed offside. The line change for the Crimson Hawks. Tipped ahead. Miller to collect it. Fairman tries to find his target. Carter intercepts, but Johnston in there. He's going to take Carter to the boards.
Like you said, Alex, they're very speedy on the wings. Here comes Shane Miller.
Zimmerman showing the glove there, stopping Miller with 14:01 to go in the first. 2 shots on goal for each team, but no penalties yet. Pretty good discipline so far.
Very good discipline, and if you're IUP, you got to stay out of the box. There's a lot of penalties committed last week against Penn State, so I'm sure Coach Hanzo had a very stern talking to his team to just stay disciplined.
They've certainly cleaned it up this week so far. Now Myers the other way, giving it back out to the point, and it goes wide. Hershey with the shot, number 13 for the Rams. Fairman to collect it. All the way around. Now Soy sends it up to Miller. Immediate pass, and unable to control that one was Johnston. He'll follow that one into the zone. Lane unable to handle it. Give it off instead to his Shepard, his defensive pairing. Back to Lane. And that one out of play. We'll see what the call is. I don't think that's deflected. And, well, what do you see, Peyton?
I thought the official was calling a delay of game, but I don't think that's the case. I think it just went out of play, and good thing those players on the bench just they took cover there. Now face off in the offensive zone for the Crimson Hawks.
Lane gives it around. On this side is Myers, loses possession. Now Adams back out to the point. London gives it off. Boker can't handle it. Still in the offensive zone, and that hits the netting. And essentially out of play. So quick turnaround there, and I think that's one of the shifty qualities of this Crimson Hawk offense. They're able to turn it around really quickly and turn the heat on, as we saw there.
They really can, and once they get set up in the offensive zone, not a lot can stop them. They just got to get those tape-to-tape passes and calm down and get that puck to the blade effectively.
Good vision there by Crane to move it ahead. Crimson Hawks trying to get possession in center. Man taken down. Another man taken down. No calls yet in this one. Mateo behind the net. Tries to give it out. Sinicki will get it to the neutral zone. London moves it ahead to himself. And all the way around, Adams will control. Back out to the point. Now the shot coming in. Boker can't tip it on goal. Trying to get it back to Adams. And Zimmerman will cover.
Very good look for the Crimson Hawks right there. I saw what Boker was trying to do, trying to fake going around the back of the net and get short side to Adams, but Zimmerman was on top of that puck like a Crimson Hawk. Now they'll just take the cover, and it's going to be a face-off in Westchester territory. Boker wins the draw.
London gives it off to Sala. Tipped as it goes in on goal. Vitullo to collect it, and he'll try to spring his forward up the middle, but Whitaker can't control. And the Crimson Hawks will retreat and control it in their own ends. Pat poked ahead, nearly an odd man rush. The Crimson Hawks unable to find possession in the neutral zone. Vitullo this way. Whitaker has it stolen by Adams. 12 minutes to go in the first. Thrown ahead. Whitaker now on this side, putting it across the ice. Vitullo, alone behind the Crimson Hawks goal, puts it on the back end. Sees no opportunity, puts it back out to the point. Shepard goes in on goal, blocked. You know that was Dunham in front, got a piece of that. Now he's running into the boards. Pass up, Fetzer to the middle. On the backhand, and he's unable to put that on goal, but still in the offensive zone are the Crimson Hawks. And that pass comes all the way back. Soy will have to beat out the forward to get possession, and now fire drill in the Crimson Hawks zone. Can't control, and IUP comes back. Winsky puts it in the middle. Poked away. And IUP will control back in their own ends. Not quite at the halfway mark, but 11 minutes to go now in the first. Still knotted at 0.
I think these teams are still trying to fill each other out. Right now, shots dead even at 3 apiece.
Soy will collect this one. No icing. Off the boards. And Maddox will control. Metric on the far side. Back to the middle. Metric able to collect it. Now Rarick on the far side, driven into the boards. To the point, shot. Makes its way in on goal, but Zimmerman saw it all the way.
Really good shot by Zemba from the point there. I honestly thought he was going to try to rotate it to Sanicki, but just decided to take that wrist shot from the point and got on net, so can't complain about that.
So there, a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle there. Metric and Moses going at it. Backhand in on goal. No harm, no foul. Metric will get back up and try to get another face-off win. I think it should be Maddox Rurick will take this one.
So this is interesting. We got the first line out for the Hawks, but the fourth line trapped out on the ice for Westchester.
And they are trying to capitalize on this opportunity as this one will swing around the boards. Chase able to control it briefly before being ridden off. And behind the net is Kewen. Back out this way to number 93, but he's bodied, and a turnover here. Maddox gets it ahead to Jace. Back out to the point. Metric can't pull the trigger. Oh, a stick shift, or a stick lift, I should say, by Maddox, but he's unable to get that one on net. Very dangerous there for the Crimson Hawks first line. That one deflected out of play with speed.
Fantastic work by Maddox Rurick to attempt to do that stick lift and then get a quick shot on net. Just a little too much going on there, and Westchester with some really good defense to start this one off.
Now the center ice face-off, won by the Crimson Hawks. They'll pass it ahead. Miller fans on the pass. Rams in their own end. Shepard to the middle of the ice. Emery back across, and he tips it home. Give and go pass, and getting that one is the captain himself, Emerson Emery.
And what patience by the Rams there. Just a simple 1-2 look, and the defense just left mesmerized as Emery is on the board to open this one up.
Yeah, quick strike coming off of that face-off. And the Crimson Hawks unable to capitalize on their own possession. And the Rams all over. And just like they were last play, they're out there at it again. Lane with a backhand pass to Shepard. Going in the middle of the ice. Back all the way across. Back to the middle and a close-in shot. Stahl with the save. Shifty play by number 68, Robert Werner, to tip that one in on goal, but he'll head off, and Crimson Hawks trailing by one in this first period.
So we're able to get the assist on that one. Vitulo going to be credited with the primary assist there. And just, again, excellent passing by the Rams in tight, and they were able to capitalize it to get the opening score of this game.
Shot there from the point will go wide. And another face-off now, in close to the right of Stahl. Boker with the face-off win. Soy to collect it, and he'll send it around. Adams unable to get there in time. Scrum in the corner. Puck pops out, and Soy with possession. Student section for IUP making a ton of noise on that one. Adams coming in on goal. Zimmerman saw it all the way. Moses had no idea. And Adams there, nearly a chance to tie it up.
And you got to watch out whenever Jordan Adams is on the ice. He is so shifty. He's so fast. And he's just like a perfect winger.
Now the face-off in the offensive zone for the Crimson Hawks. Unable to capitalize. Myers moves it up on this side. Gives it all the way across for the shot, and he finds it top shelf. Glove side, number 21, John McEwen. Makes it 2-0.
And there we go. John McEwen makes it 2-0. He's the leading point scorer on this team. Make it four points on the season so far.
Yeah, heck of a play there, and just that movement up the ice. The Crimson Hawks unable to That one bounces in on goal. Zimmerman will lead it off for his defenseman. Whitaker ridden into the boards, and Emery will send it back. The Crimson Hawks forecheck looking dangerous here. Getting it around for the immediate shot was Winsky. Now around. Headless pass, intercepted. Emery sends it up this way, and Whitaker tips it ahead. Sinicki, though, with the interception, and that shot rides high.
Great look by Miola right there. He just couldn't just control himself in close and roofs the shot.
And now a helmet off, as Stahl will collect that one. A little bit of contact. The student section not happy with that one. 2-0 the score. 7.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, I'm not sure how his helmet came off there, but officials are going to check on him. Take a look at the shots. Westchester 7, IUP 5. They've been getting a lot of quality chances. If you're Coach Hanzo, you have to tighten up defensively.
Yeah, especially for the Rams. They're sitting back and they're controlling play in their own end. They see that offensive breakout, and it's tough to do for a goalie facing odd man rush. But here's a rush here. Jace Merrick with the shot. Blocker save. Speed up that far side. Carter now on this side of the ice, ridden into the boards, loses possession. Now comes out Metric. Plenty of space, and he'll take it up himself. Counterattack forming. He'll tip it ahead. Maddox unable to find his way to the goal. And Zimmerman will cover.
So we know the capabilities of this IUP offense. It's just they have to get those crisp passes. They got to get set up in that zone and really pin Westchester in their own end.
Now the Rams taking it out of their own end. Myers, this side of the ice, gives it ahead, and Stahl right in the breadbasket. Will cover. Hershey with the shot, and that's his second high chance opportunity tonight. Number 13.
And those saves aren't easy. Those saves are not easy. You know, you got to really make sure you're stopping the puck because there's always a possibility of it trickling behind you and going 5-hole.
Yeah, your goalie in that situation, you just got to hope it stays with you. Luckily, that puck did. Stahl's done a good job in the goal crease, shutting down some high chance plays. Now the shot coming in. Fairman unable to find the back of the net. Now Dunham tries to get it ahead. And Dennis back to collect it. Miller can't control in the neutral zone. Pauses at the blue line. And now the Rams on this side of the ice. Two forwards seemingly coming out of nowhere. Fake shot gives it ahead. And he's able to control it. Send it back to the neutral zone. Physical play by Miller trying to steal possession back. Something that the Crimson Hawks have done a great job of is the forecheck as they win possession here. Now back out, and a good defensive block by Moses.
Yeah, really good job by Moses to keep that stick down and break up that cross-crease pass.
At the point, coming across to Fairman. Back out to the middle, nobody there. Sinicki pokes it ahead. Coming off his defensive post, gives it off to the middle. Miller can't net it, hits the post. And a takedown in the neutral zone. A whistle and a slash. The Rams look to be heading to their first penalty kill of the night, as we'll get the first look at IUP's power play in this game.
I originally thought they were going to call the tripping penalty that was on Shane Miller. I didn't see the slash here in the neutral zone. I was paying attention to that, but IUP, they got a really good power play unit. They just have to keep the momentum up. They got to keep moving the puck and really tire out this penalty kill for Westchester.
Crimson Hawks unable to control possession off of the face-off, but they control it in their own ends. Boker gives it off to Adams, and here comes the attack for the Crimson Hawks. Adams around the net. Back out to the point, back to Adams. Now Metric. Adams, space, gives it across, no shot. Now Soy at the point. London coming to the slot, taking the shot, blocked. 2 defenders in the lane. And Boker will collect it at the neutral zone.
Really good penalty kill so far by the Rams. IUP, they had a lot of really good looks. They just got to capitalize on it.
London with the shot off the outside of the net. But he has it at the goal line, back out to the point. Fairman trying to find his way around the defender, and he can't find the puck. It's cleared the length of the ice.
Only 55 seconds to go on this power play.
Now Johnson pokes off the puck. Give it off. And Ziemba head up as he moves across the red line and into the offensive zone. Trying to put it to the backhand, but Miller there to collect it. On the forehand is Miller. Jace Rierick gives it off. Back to Rierick. All the way across, unable to find the tape of Johnson. And that one will go all the way down the length of the ice.
That
behind
was
the net, Ziemba.
a lot of really good movement on that power play. Rierick was trying to find Johnson. He couldn't center it up, though.
Rierick shot off the pad of Zimmerman. Now on the backhand, giving it off. And back to Miller. And the pass takes an odd bounce off the boards. And it will stall out the neutral zone. Penalty killed for Westchester. Whitaker takes the shot off the pad, or I should say the guard of Ziemba's right leg. Miller trying to poke it ahead to himself.
Let's see if Westchester gets any kind of momentum boost. That was a really good penalty kill. Not easy. The Crimson Hawks putting up a lot of chances. They broke up a lot of really key passes. Let's see if they can feed off of that.
Dunham tries to poke this one ahead. Fetzer in the scrum. Winsky also down there. Whitaker comes away. Emery takes it all alone in the offensive zone, and that one rides high to the left side. 2:40 to go in the first. This one tipped ahead. Hit against the boards, and an extra slash. That's going to be a penalty against the Crimson Hawks forward.
It's going to go against Miola here. He got very frustrated by the Westchester bench, and retaliation will get you every single time, and Miola's headed to the box to learn that lesson.
Yeah, it was that extra slash that really drew it. The referee saw that from across the ice. It's a little bit of a scene, but and again, like on those plays, the Crimson Hawks forwards have been ridden into the boards by this Westchester defense, and they're really playing a physical game back there.
They really are. It's been a physical game just all around. Westchester just really having their way ultimately, and as it shows, they have the lead on the scoreboard to show for it.
Cleared down by Soy to start this shorthanded. This is the first time that the Rams will be on the power play of this game. And after just killing a penalty, they have a ton of momentum, up 2-0. The Crimson Hawks can steal a little bit back if they can end this period with a penalty kill. That they're trying to do. Tipping it ahead. Maddox Rierick trying to break in on goal, and he was pushed off the puck. And the referee's arms stay down. The Rams offense back in their zone. Almost fully set up here. Whitaker loses possession. Soy controls. No mistake here as he'll send it down the ice.
One thing I will always rave about with this team is their effectiveness of that penalty kill. And now we have a scrum with Maddox Rierick and number 21, John McEwen by the IUP bench. And Rierick's going to go to the box, and I think that might be it. It's going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for Westchester.
Rierick was coming off heated after he thought he was robbed of a call going the other way shorthanded. And it looks like the referees aren't going to agree. Johnston pleading his case. But that penalty box is not opening up for the Rams, and it looks like it's going to be 5-on-3 to end out this period. 2 minutes for roughing, I assume, against Rierick. And that's a top penalty killer down. That's the worst part about 5-on-3s is, not only are you already down 2 guys, but you're down one of your penalty killers too.
And when I was gonna rave about the penalty kill, Maddox Rurick's a highlight player of this penalty kill unit, and now he's in the box, and that's a goal by Westchester.
No mistake there. Harry Lane on the board as he comes down for that shot off his defensive post. And Miola will come out of the box. Rurick will continue to sit after that one. The D-man on the board, number 44. And it's tough to defend out there, only 3 guys against a team who's already up 2.
And again, the goals keep coming, and Westchester not missing their shots very often.
New look here for the Rams power play unit. Emery out there as the center instead of his normal left wing post. Crimson Hawks trying to stop the bleeding and just get to the end of this period, but Shepard has other ideas for driven off the puck, and Miller will clear it.
It's a good clear, no change yet. Soy will go off the boards, and Westchester Lane will take this one up. A minute to go here in the first period.
Deflected on its way in on goal, so Stahl will cover. 56 to go. 3-0 to score here, and under a minute to go in the first period.
Visiting our shot clock again. Westchester dominating 10-7 in favor of them in the shot department.
We'll see if the Crimson Hawks can come alive in the second period, but first, they got to kill the rest of this power play off. 1:21 still to go, so best case scenario, they head into the second shorthanded. That one coming in on goal and unable to pull the trigger was Smith, number 18. Now he'll chase it. Stahl will cover. And the fans section making a ton of noise over there in the Crimson Hawks defensive zone.
I wasn't able to see. There was a couple people walking, but student section up in arms about something. Not sure, maybe a hit or something like that. The official
Kewen and Fairman in the face-off circles for their respective teams.
Official making sure the goal is on the moorings and puck is dropped.
Immediately one-timed up the ice by the D-man for the Crimson Hawks. Now with 30 seconds, the Rams with time remaining for just one more drive up the ice, if they can collect the puck in their own ends. Able to get it out is Ryan as he moves it ahead to Crane. Back out Moses with a deflected shot. Stahl with a glove save, and that one bounces all the way to the opposing goal line. 13 seconds to go in the first period. Fairman trying to get possession. And the Rams looking up ice. A little bit of speed here as Smith looking at the net. That one will go wide, and that will do it for the first period of play. The Crimson Hawks exiting this period still shorthanded. They will have 24 seconds to kill come the second period, but before then, a brief break for them as well as us. Any thoughts after the first, Peyton?
Well, not the ideal first period that the Crimson Hawks wanted to have, but Westchester, really good start on the road. I'm sure Coach Hanzo is going to talk to his group, try to rally the troops a little bit, and see what we can come up with the second period.
We will see. We'll be back shortly with the second period at S&T Bank Arena. Welcome back to live hockey action at S&T Bank Arena in Indiana, Pennsylvania. The IUP Crimson Hawks trailing the Westchester Rams 3-0 after the first period, and now still have 20 seconds to kill as they come out shorthanded.
So, the period intermission's over. Let's see if we have a new, revitalized IUP Crimson Hawks team. And it's a good start. They got the clear. Now it's even strength.
Yeah, that wayward pass will send it the rest of the ice, and like you said, even strength. I was going for it. Lane sends it up the middle. The goal-scoring D-man to Emery on the far side, gives it off. Back out to the middle, and a design play unfruitful as Mateo can't net it. Now Vitullo across the ice, unable to find the tape of Moses. Back across, nobody there. And a big hit there by Metric, and that one will hit the rafters and come back down in play, but out of play since it hit the roof. So brief stoppage just a minute in, but these two teams even strength. So the Crimson Hawks back to basics.
Yes, they are, and they really do need to get back to basics. Just really making sure they're covering the front of the net. That was a wide open cross crease pass that if it wasn't missed, that would have been 4-0 right there. So just get back to the basics, find your guy, stay on him, and keep your sticks down.
Sinicki trying to poke that one away, but Whitaker with possession. Bodied and brought down by Sinicki. Johnson across the ice. Fairman has his pass intercepted. All the way around the ice, or around the net, I should say. Sinicki sends it up ice. He'll take it. Number 39, the defenseman, will send it around. Fairman to control. Tipped off for Fairman to have it on this wing. Back out to the point. Sinicki able to move around one D-man. Gets the shot into the glove of Zimmerman. Zimmerman's been great in goal for the Rams so far tonight.
Stopping 11 of 11, not a bad start for the young goaltender, but I have a feeling that the Crimson Hawks, they're going to apply a little bit more offensive pressure this period, and they're really going to try to test him, try to get in his face a little bit, just put a shot on net, maybe they'll deflect, and maybe it'll go behind him, who knows, but they really got to test him a lot more this period.
Yeah, just need a greasy goal to get them back into this one, but nonetheless, still early in the second as this one rides up high off the stick of Myers. And another one to the rafters. But like you said, this team, using air quotes here, back on track. But again, still early in the second. Still a lot of game left to go, and only 3 goals down. Hey, in college ice hockey, it's not that that bad of a deficit, but they got to fight back for it.
Oh yeah, they definitely have plenty of time to do it, but preferably you want to get it done as early as possible because 3 goals might be 3 goals, but it's still a deficit that you got to work on.
Now the interception. Fairman on the backhand with the shot. Rebound comes out. Miller can't get it home. Zimmerman down. Puck still loose. Still outside of the crease. And the Rams recover. Now all the way across the ice. And a whistle here. And the whistle, it bring the draw all the way back into the defensive zone. I'm not sure what the call is, though.
Yeah, Alex, I'm not sure what the call is either, but that was excellent defense by Westchester and even better display of goaltending by Zimmerman. I just said that they're going to try to pressure him a little bit more, and that's exactly what happened right there. A great shot, great backhand shot by Fairman, and left him sprawling everywhere.
Dunham gets that shot in. I don't believe it crossed the blue line. They're going to say it did. I thought he had the stick on the blue line. What did you see there?
It barely crossed that blue line, Alex, and he just couldn't quite control it, couldn't curve the stick blade enough to control it. So therefore, the offsides will be called just outside the Ram zone.
So to the neutral zone, this draw will occur. Boker with the win. Clean win. Sala moves it ahead. And Adams will backhand this one in. And the Crimson Hawks will try to get set up on offense. They look dangerous when they get set up, but haven't been able to confirm their spot in the offensive zone yet as this one comes all the way back down. Sala moves it ahead. Adams to clear. And London will follow it up the ice. Sent back in. Tipped ahead, London. Putting the Jets on as he comes back across, putting it in the middle. Adams with the one-time shot. And that one goes wide, blocked by the defenseman. Adams with possession again, sends it to the middle, but only one there, Lane. He gets it to the neutral zone or just short. Crimson Hawks keep it in. London with the toe drag, and that one goes to the left and all the way around. Rams can't control, though, in the neutral zone, so no danger for the Crimson Hawks. Deflects on its way down, so no icing either.
Excellent shift for that Crimson Hawks team. They get a couple more of those, I think they're going to break through.
Soy with the backhand to Fetzer. Back to the captain, Zach Soy. Around this way. Winsky trying to move it up. Now, a chance coming in. Put it on the backhand was Vitulo. Vitulo still fighting for it. Zach Soy standing in front of the net, and he'll take it up. And it'll deflect off of Adams in on goal. Or, excuse me, off of Fetzer in on goal. Puck still in the scrum. Tipped up. Rides the boards a little bit, but the Rams controlling their own zone. Don't have numbers yet, but here comes reinforcements. Ryan looks across the ice.
Good defensive stick by Wagner there.
Now the Crimson Hawks, 2-on-2. Miola will send this one in on goal. Goes up high. Fetzer back to the middle. Nobody on the other side of the ice. Sent back. Now the Rams. Emery cutting to his left, taking the shot from the slot. It deflected wide. Sinicki puts it on the backhand. And now he takes it up the ice. Miola. Shot goes down low on that one. That one's warded away by Zimmerman. Now a 2-on-1 forming for the Rams if they hurry. Back, giving it across on the backhand, and Stahl puts out the leg to stop that opportunity, and he covers.
I've seen Stahl make some pretty remarkable saves, but that one right there, we had such a good look at that one, Alex. He just got the toe on that puck, sliding across the blue paint, and just what an outstanding save by Jared Stahl.
Are those pajama pants down there?
I'm pretty sure they are, Alex, but you know what? Whatever works for him.
Goalie rituals are certainly absurd. And not a goalie in hockey, but I was a goalie in soccer, and I have my own thing. So, hey, all power to you if you're making saves like that.
Whatever you're most comfortable in, I guess.
Rurick's pass intercepted. Back to the point. Now that one off the forward, Carter. And Rurick can't control it. Off the shoulder of Maddox. Metric will send it ahead. Maddox Rurick in to chase it. Getting down low, taking a stick up high. No call. Trying to draw one, though. Back to the middle. Jace with the pass. And Metric off the pad of Zimmerman.
Really good work ethic by these Hawks here. Good dump and chase. It works for them. They got to stick to that game plan. Make sure someone's in front of the net at all times.
Metric to clean up the trash there with a big hit. Number 11 gives it back out. Johnson scores. Metric with the physical play. Johnson with the goal. And the Crimson Hawks make it 3-1.
What a beautiful play by the Crimson Hawks. Like you said, Alex, incredible hit by Metric. Able to get the puck to Johnson that was sitting up high, and he makes no mistake about that one.
And that is certainly a way to fire up the crowd. I was going to say, on a hit, that's one momentum shift there, but a goal is a whole nother level. Well, they got both on that end, so making a ton of noise down there. As now Sala will send it back into the offensive zone, trying to find his man up there, but the Rams do a good job converging on that point. Dunham with a backhand poke ahead. Johnston can't control. Hershey loses possession. Crimson Hawks tied up. Hershey shot in all alone, and Stahl with the save. Fairman now poking at it. Johnston too. A glove down on the ice. Not sure whose it is. I believe it's Fairman as he clears it the length. And he will at least get the whistle and collect the yard sale that's in the IUP defensive end.
Yeah, looked like Dunham lost his glove, and Westchester player did too. Looks like Hershey But speaking of Hershey, he had a very good point blank opportunity, and Stahl was tested, but he stands to tell the tale.
Absolutely tested a ton in the second period alone, but no goals in the second period of play. Miller moving it back across the middle, trying to use the stick work there. Has it poked away. Whitaker back to the middle. Emery shot, and he scores! The captain on the board for the second time tonight goes glove side on Stahl and responds with a goal of his own.
And what a shot by the captain right there. Just made no doubt about it. Glove side on Stahl. A lot of power, a lot of velocity on that shot.
Yeah, that play forming there, nearly a 3-on-1, and especially as a defenseman, if you see a guy coming on the opposite wing, you have to think of the pass across the ice. I mean, that is no man's land for a goalie, and you don't want to put him in that situation. Came back a little bit, but Emery with that wicked shot, we've already seen it once, now twice. Scoreboard being updated now. 13-17 to go in the second period. Again, 4-1 the score. One goal each this period. Adams on the backhand. Puts a forehand back across the ice for the shot. London can't put it home. Back to the point. This one wide. Adams all the way around. Sends one in on goal. Deflected in the mess. That is in front of the net. Soy back across. London with the one-timer. Back to Soy. His shot deflects on his way and on goal. And Zimmerman goes down behind the play. He'll be chipped back into the offensive zone. McCormick. Stretch pass there. Unable to find his target. And it goes into the zone for an icing.
I got to give the Crimson Hawks a lot of credit here. They're down by 3 in this game, but they're fighting like it's a close game here. It's a one-score game. A lot of heart this team plays with. And right there, excellent shift. Got a lot of really quality looks against Zimmerman. Eventually, one of those are going to go in. They can't be discouraged. They got to keep doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but it's a very cheesy saying, but an old saying nonetheless is it's only as close as you play. And Crimson Hawks trying to be an even match here in the second period. They've done their job, but they need to get back into this game. Good defensive play there, but they get it ahead. Myers takes a hit. Boker
hit
behind the net. Sinicki's really been throwing around the body tonight. London takes the shot down low. Zimmerman with the save and some extracurriculars as Boker in the mix.
Student section's getting into this one.
Trying to crash the goal after the shot. That's exactly what you want to preach, is in case anything. And London just places the winger onto the ice.
Official having to escort Boker to the bench. Oh, he's going off for a penalty, Alex.
So he will head off. We'll see earlier the fouls were not offsetting. Slashing the call. And that was before the scrum ensued. That's what started it. So for the all intents and purposes, for the third time tonight, the Crimson Hawks will be shorthanded. Of course, that the first two times, if you will, were the same power play as the 5-on-3 extended. But either way, we'll get another look at the Crimson Hawks penalty kill. 1 for 2 so far tonight.
They are 1 for 2, and it was a really good look getting that goal. The defenseman, Lane, just snapping one home past Stahl in the first period, so late in the first period. So maybe the Crimson Hawks did some adjustments. Really good block by the captain there.
Zach Soy sacrificing the body to keep that one away. Just like you said, Lane there, not afraid to shoot that puck as he did there from the point. Now the scrum in the corner, eating away the clock. Soy to collect it, and Hill hold it against the boards. Emery comes away with it on the far side. Attempted pass to the point, unsuccessful. Carter, down deep. Shepard sends that one in. Stahl with the glove.
Really good shot through traffic by Shepard, but an even better glove save, routine, if you will, by Stahl.
Same lines out there for the Rams, but the Crimson Hawks switching it up a little bit defensively. Ziemba will get it to Shepard, but he keeps it in. Shepard, another attempt on goal, and here's a shorthanded opportunity. The Crimson Hawks can move ahead, giving it off to Miller. Miller in on goal, still loose in the blue paint, and that's a goal.
Oh,
We'll see what the call is here, but I saw across that red line right behind Zimmerman.
it's going to be very interesting to see how they rule this. They're saying
Goal, Crimson Hawks.
that's a good goal.
So the referee points to center ice. I believe that signals
A penalty shot, I believe.
a penalty shot. Miller tripped up on his way.
We think that's what it is, but that's what it's looking like. Both teams are going to the bench, and
Spencer Johnston out here.
He was the goal scorer that got it to 1 goal for the Crimson Hawks. So how often do you see this, Alex? Penalty shot.
Spencer Johnston. Shorthanded, trying to get his team within 2 of the lead. On the other hand, Chad Zimmerman, a goaltender, stopping all but 1 of his 14 shots tonight. Johnston in on goal. Save, Zimmerman.
Really good attempt by Johnston. Tried to slow it down in front of Zimmerman, do a little stick handle, try to go blocker side on Zimmerman. But excellent positioning by the goaltender to keep strong and keep set in his positioning.
Now, I was going to say earlier, before the Crimson Hawks power or penalty kill unit first went out there, but we saw it a bit on the last one. They capitalized shorthanded a lot. I think more than a lot of teams at their level. Something that the Crimson Hawks excel in. And look at this unique face-off formation, and definitely a plan if the Crimson Hawks can win it. Unable to get that face-off though, but they're set up well defensively, and that's such a unique approach. But the way they're ready to go as a counterattack coming for the Rams. Miller sends it down the length of the ice.
Well, Alex, like you were saying, this is an elite penalty killing unit. Whenever you have Maddox Rarick, who really is the head of this kill, Fetzer is a very excellent penalty killer for this team as well. Miller and Johnston, that combo is superb as well. Johnston actually able to draw the penalty shot there, but a really good unit. They stand strong most times.
Moses bodied off by Siddiqui as he's tied up, gets it to the blue line, but they keep it in again. McEwen back out to the point. McKay sends it back to McEwen to the slot. And where did that one go? Stahl with the save. He put his head up like it went past him, but he had it the whole time. 3 seconds still to go on this power play, so the Crimson Hawks sending out most of their even strength unit as Adams and London hit the ice. But you were listing, two-way players. You look at the best players on this Crimson Hawk team, and they're all two-way guys. They're all guys that are out there for the penalty kill. And again, that's just where this team's strength is as they successfully kill off another power play tonight. Boker with the poke. Fresh out of the box. And he'll send it around to London. Trent London. Back to the middle. Adams hesitates. Shot. Still loose. Poking for it. Wagner at the point. Sends it in. No time. Gets it back and will immediately give it down to London with a slap pass. London. Behind the net. Trying to find his way around. Unable to keep possession. But he gets back to it. Phenomenal forechecking for the Crimson Hawks. Dunham. Now that one blocked at the point. Bouncing puck. And the Rams control. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Mateo gives it across and poked away by Dunham. And now IUP getting some offensive momentum themselves as Dunham chases that in. Back out in front for an immediate pass, on goal by Boker. And that was a surprise play there that nearly paid off.
Yeah, I don't think Zimmerman was really expecting Dunham to pass that puck in front as quickly as he did, and laying the body metric.
Another time in that same exact area. Again, talking about two-way forwards, he's one of them out there with the defensive play. And now a call here as a Ram without his helmet. Discussed from the IUP faithful as they wanted that offensive opportunity. 8:44 to go in the second. 4-1 the score.
So Emery's helmet was knocked off. He's getting some slack talk by the student section over there.
Yeah, they're getting into it. We didn't see it too much last week, but this one against the Rams, pretty good attendance here by the Crimson Hawk faithful here in Indiana, Pennsylvania. These Rams all the way here from Westchester, just outside of Philadelphia, a long bus ride, and they are trying to make the most of it while they're out here. So they're up 4-1. A hit on that far side by Lane and Emery to Vitullo, and he'll tip it ahead offside the call. Not before Wagner rides Vitullo into the boards and some chatting afterwards. 13-11 beat at the neutral zone.
Good eye by the official there. I was wondering what was going to happen because looked a little bit too excited Westchester was, and that was a good call there by the official.
Hey, he just lost control a little bit, took him into the boards a little harder. That's the defense there, but now the Rams defense trying to get it out of their own zone after that face-off win. Wagner tips it ahead. Still in the neutral zone as Rams control possession. We'll tip it ahead into the Hawk zone. Rurick trying to tip it ahead to himself. Unable to find anybody is Soy, so he will head off. Now a shot out in front. Fanned on it, I should say. Deflected wide. And the Crimson Hawks making an offensive opportunity out of this.
Good
As
pass
Whitaker
block.
has that pass blocked. IUP trying to poke it ahead. The Rams control on this side of the ice. Tulo sends it back into his own zone before taking that hit. And another hit on that far side by Sinicki, but a 3-on-1! Danger there. Whitaker scores on the doorstep. 5-1 Rams.
Man, what an unfortunate decision right there. Sinicki trying to play the body there, doesn't get a clean hit off, and McEwen able to kind of get off of that hit and finds Whitaker on the 2-on-1, and he roofs it on Stahl.
Second goal of the period for Westchester as they boast their largest lead of the night. And you know, that's one of the problems with playing aggressive defensively and playing the body is, again, 3-on-1 formed out seemingly out of nowhere, and it's hard for Stahl to come across and make that save. Goes top shelf. Now the Crimson Hawks in the neutral zone trying to get some momentum back.
Well, I think if there's one thing the Crimson Hawks got to work on is just those odd man opportunities. Whenever I was doing the Penn State game, there are a lot of odd man opportunities for the Lions, and there's no difference here.
Blocked out in front. Miller sends it up. And that one comes to this side of the ice. Tipped ahead. Crimson Hawk forwards will follow. Soy in the neutral zone gives it ahead. Fairman has it stripped. Now McEwen looking in, and the attempted tip by Myers is not on goal. Huge hit on the far side. Myers back out in front. Nobody there. And a good steal by Fairman using that long reach. And he gets away. Fairman trying to deke in on goal. Has Miller with him in the offensive zone. Miller trying to center it, but nobody there. Two Crimson Hawk forwards colliding behind the net. And the Rams having trouble getting out of their own end right now. Another huge hit
You can see the Crimson Hawks are playing with a lot of frustration right now. I mean, they've been playing the body all game, but it's not easy whenever you're down big in this game. But they just got to keep thinking smart, stick to the game plan, get some shots on net. You need
Yeah.
shots right now. They're definitely capable of it. I mean, they've already gotten one in this game. If they can keep that offensive pressure they had a little bit earlier in this period, maybe one will break through.
Yeah, just a couple bounces away from getting back into this game. Crimson Hawks not giving up, as now they have to make a stand on defense. Reinforcements arriving for the Rams. Comes back out for Carter, and the net comes off. We'll get a brief stoppage here as they will readjust the net. 5.5 now to go in the second period. The Crimson Hawks actually leading in the shot department, and whatever the coach has said in the intermission certainly worked. They've come out, been a lot more aggressive with the shots, but the Rams, with that edge, they've gotten a few good bounces and have the lead.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Alex.
Adams unable to keep possession as he goes into the offensive zone. All the way across the ice for Sinicki. And now Moses will retreat. The Rams trying to get something started from their own end. An attempted hit in the neutral zone, unsuccessful, and a strip here by Carter. On the backhand, sends it in, and Stahl takes it out of the air. And gloves it down for a whistle.
Really good flash of the leather there. That could have been a little rough opportunity in front of the net, but Stahl's able to get a glove on that and get the stoppage under 5 minutes to play.
Good discipline since that last penalty of just about 10 minutes ago now. And the Crimson Hawks playing physical, but a lot of their penalties have not been on these hits, so they're keeping it clean in that department. I'll give them credit where it's due. They played pretty smart defensively in the second half of this second period. Shot comes in, snared by the goaltender. The two teams will come this side of the ice now. Another defensive zone draw for the Crimson Hawks. At least they're able to get some substitutions in. They'll have to plot to get this out of this situation. McCormick sends it ahead. Dunham around the net. Fetzer unable to control it. Sala goes to the middle. Winsky with a piece of it, and it gets tipped ahead. Miola chasing. Back into the IUP zone. Giving hot pursuit was Crane, but icing called nonetheless.
That was a close call there. Dunham and who was that? Number
Crane.
22. That's Crane. A really tight race for the puck, but IUP wins the draw, face-off in the offensive zone, and another chance right here.
So now IUP will have an offensive zone draw. We'll see how they handle it. They can get possession, and they can. Now trying to set up his Soy. Sends this one on an goal. Deflects wide. Soy sends this forward, takes the body, but stays upright. And now behind the net, the Rams from their own end. Now comes out Fetzer, unable to drill that one home. Up the boards, Soy to defend that one. Wagner finds it in his skates, takes the hit, and gets it in the offensive zone. And a hit on the far side.
So the officials, the fans are trying to get the officials' attention, I believe, but they're not listening.
Yeah, we'll
Apparently
see what all this
the
commotion
glass
is
is
for,
off,
making a ton of
apparently.
noise.
I think that's what they're saying.
So we'll have a brief stoppage, and that last hit jarred the plexiglass off its standings, and the glass is broken here at S&T Bank Arena. So not as dramatic as a shatter, but they will have a brief stoppage until that gets figured out. Both teams to their respective benches.
Well, I mean that has to be some type of a testament to the hits that have been laid off in this game. You know, the IUP defense, Zach Soy, Zemba, really Sinicki have been just laying the body for the Crimson Hawks, and it's been going the other way too. And look at that, we have kind of a broken glass situation here.
Crimson Hawks have been all in the Westchester zone since their last defensive stand and the string of faceoffs that were there. And again, they've been buzzing offensively. They just haven't had the finish. And Zimmerman really showing the star power in the crease so far tonight.
He really is, and that also is a word to the defense of Westchester. They haven't been letting a lot of chances behind them, and they've been standing strong in front of them. And when they do need to rely on Zimmerman, he's there to answer the call. 17 of 18 shots that he has stopped this game, and he's just been doing a tremendous job. Really some incredible saves in general, but he's just been having a great game so far, and Westchester has a lot to be thankful for.
So now the plexiglass just off screen is being replaced. And they'll slide it back into position.
Just fitting
And
right
just
into
like
place there.
Just like that, ready to go. So both teams taking a well-deserved rest there as glass gets realigned. A little under 4 minutes to go, 3:43 remaining in the second period of play. Still the entirety of the third ahead of us. And do you want to take this moment and go over a scoring recap, Peyton?
Yes, I can. So it all started 9-16 in the first period. The captain, Emery, able to start it off strong. And then, again, number 21, John McEwen, able to get on the scoreboard a little bit later, maybe a minute later. After that, goes down 3-0 on the power play thanks to Harry Lane. And now in this period, IUP was able to capitalize with the thanks of, I believe that was 15. Excuse me.
Spencer
Johnston.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it's just been all Westchester. Emery and Whitaker on the board for Westchester right now.
And Johnson, of course, also having that penalty kill opportunity that resulted in the penalty shot. And he's been a driving player for this Crimson Hawks team so far this game, but have to do a little bit more work if he wants to bring this team back into contention. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Emery. His pass tipped on its way up the ice. Tulo can't control. Moves it ahead, and Maddox Rurick sprung. And he was unable to catch up to that one. Sends that one in on goal, deflects up into the ceiling, and we'll get a stoppage of play after that whistle.
So,
Shots pretty even in this one.
I was just about to say that, man. We're on a wavelength right now. And, IUP actually was up in shots just a little bit ago, and shows the change in their offense. Now shots dead even at 18 now after that one.
Yeah, Dennis with that shot from the point, just getting that one in on goal. I don't hate those quick shots. You never know where that rebound is going to go. And when the Crimson Hawks have looked dangerous offensively, it's normally after point shots like that.
Exactly.
Can't blame them on that play there.
That's what I keep saying. They just got to keep getting that puck to the net because anything can happen.
Johnston collects it with the backhand off the boards, and that one just under the max height of the ceiling. Dennis to collect this one in his own end. One off the wrist of Myers in the neutral zone. Miller on this side of the ice. Now into the slot, still poked around. Loose puck here. Crimson Hawks unable to capitalize on the lucky bounce. Nearly went into the blue paint.
Great job by Zimmerman, just keeping that puck in his eyesight, dropping down in the spread eagle, and a 2-on-1 now the other way.
McEwen gives it across, and Stahl with the save. One-time opportunity for Hershey, and he takes a cross-check for his efforts, and a scrum will ensue by the Westchester bench.
I'm not sure who. I believe IUP got the first shove.
Yeah, we'll
Might have been
see.
Fairman.
Yeah, frustrating for the Crimson Hawks this game. And that, you see that helmet of that one Westchester forward completely off of its molding. And there you go, he gets it back down. Stahl back there talking to his defensive core and just seeing what they can do to limit these odd man opportunities for Westchester.
Yeah, because Stahl can only bail him out so many times. That's now the second save that he's made just like that.
This period, let
Yeah,
alone,
just
let
this
alone the
period.
first.
And, he's such a talented player, but he can only bail this team out so many times, and he's always as strong as the pair that's playing in front of him.
Shot comes in into the glove of Stahl. And he'll take a brief breather before this next whistle to his left. Yeah, 2 minutes to go in this second period. The Crimson Hawks trying to get on the board and end this period on a high note. Stahl will cover it one more time. Like you said, the Crimson Hawks started off this period scoring and since then gave up 2 and trail by 4, but still 2 minutes plus an entire 20 to go in this game. As that one off the roof will come back in the IUP zone. Saw you laughing a little bit at that one.
Yeah.
Right back off the roof.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 stoppages in a row. Face off in the exact same spot again.
London takes a chop at that one, but McCormick controls. Boker moves it ahead. London can't catch up to it. And in the neutral zone, the Rams head the other way. Carter trying to backhand that one into the middle. Soy denies him. Behind the net. Gives it around. McCormick bounces that one down. Soy kicks this one out. Dangerous opportunity. Boker puts it behind the net. And Wagner gets it all the way up. London. The purple jersey blended in with the center ice logo. I thought he sprung him. Either way, here comes danger the other way. The shot by number 55, Tyler Carter, a forward out of Sewell, New Jersey. Is that one up high?
So a really good opportunity, almost a breakaway opportunity for the Crimson Hawks, but London just getting too much of a tap on it, and he's unable to corral it and keep it under control. And you got to be able to capitalize on those and just have a softer touch.
Mateo's shot wide of the goal, but Stahl will hold it as it hit the outside of the goal. Brief whistle here before the remaining minute in the second period. Nearly dropped a quarter there. Don't want to make that mistake. Not football yet. Still got a couple more days before prime time action. And Friday night hockey action. Can't ask for much more. Tons of goals at S&T Bank Arena. As Yemba this time off the man in front. Deflection. Now in the neutral zone. Kadolf, Rierick on the far side. Jace Rierick looking to the net. Ever dangerous as he gets the backhand on. That one all the way around. Back out to the point. Ziemba. Blocked. After that block, taking it up is Mateo. And he takes it back for the shot. That one rides high and actually an offside will negate all of that action there.
Well, McVeigh was entering the zone, and he just couldn't receive the pass as cleanly as his teammates thought, and had to bobble it a little bit, got a little overskated the blue line, and offside's called just outside the IUP zone. 22 seconds to play.
Crimson Hawks have given the Rams a good battle in the neutral zone, as you saw there, and really nobody's winning the neutral zone battle. A lot of these plays have been stretch passes, and we'll see what the Rams can do here with their possession, and 9 seconds to go on the clock. He falls down, losing an edge on that far side, as Batulo gets it back. Whitaker. Shot goes up, swatted away, and that will do it for the second period. Thoughts before intermission?
Well, whatever Coach Hans has said in that first intermission seemed to work really well at the start of that second period. So I think if you're the coaching staff of IUP, you just got to keep your guys motivated, keep them wanting to play for this next 20 minutes, try to make it a little bit more respectable, and just try to chunk it off.
We'll see if the Rams can close this one out or if the Crimson Hawks can make an effort to come back. This one, 5-1 at S&T Bank Arena. We'll be back with the third shortly. Welcome back to ice hockey action, S&T Bank Arena in Indiana, Pennsylvania. As this one gets set in, the Crimson Hawks, after 2 periods, down by 4, 5-1 the score in favor of the Rams. But here comes Jace Rurick moving up, loose puck, and that one trickles wide of the vacant goal crease. Crimson Hawks last period came out, started the scoring. Let's see if they can get back to it and stick to that game plan. Now moving across to Ziemba, loses possession. Back out to the neutral zone. Metric backhands it in. Hesitates on the long pass. That one goes the length of the ice. Icing the call against the Rams. 1 minute in.
Well, I can already tell, Alex, that these Crimson Hawks, they got on the ice late, but they're playing with some fire. They are attacking that puck. They're playing with some controlled frustration, as I'd like to call it.
That's a good term. I might use that in my future broadcasting endeavors.
Trademark.
Oh, man, I guess not. Either way, the Rams coming up. Shepard on this side. Sends it to the middle. That one goes around the back of the net. All the way out to the other side. Poked ahead by Winsky. Fetzer on the move. Number 28, Jacob Fetzer. Gives it back to Winsky. Trying to get it back to Fetzer, but he's unable to catch up to it. The Rams clear at the length of the ice. Another icing call. The second of which in this period.
Now, what I find interesting, Alex, is that Coach Hanzo is starting the fourth line. He's starting Fetzer, Winsky, and Miola, and then Dunham and Salo on the back end. So, they started the first 2 periods with the first line, obviously, but maybe this will start something here.
Well, they started with the first line and immediately put the fourth line out there after that first icing call. It's a good observation, but see what they can do. It's not for a lack of talent at all. You still have breakout players.
This is a very talented fourth line.
Now Winsky trying to get to that one as a stick goes flying, and, well, the guilty party, or the victim, I should say, Smith kicking it ahead, number 18. He has to get all the way back to the neutral zone to get his stick. Now Miola on the far side. He'll dump it in. Bounces in on goal. Zimmerman can't control it, but he's had a good game so far. Only one goal has gone past him.
Yes, he's had a tremendous game so far this game, Alex, and really a big reason why they have such an enormous lead. He's allowed the offense to get set up in the zone, and he's faced a lot of quality shots by this Crimson Hawks team, and he's only let in one.
Fairman on the backhand, tries to put it in the middle. McCormick with the interception, sends it back into the IUP zone. Now the tip ahead, Miller can't control. Now Johnston, the only goal scorer for IUP, native of Indiana. That shot goes wide, Miller chases. And now they'll send it up. Myers up the wing. Shane Miller on the far side, can't break free. That one dumped in, delayed offside call. Everybody checks back. 3 minutes in to this third period of play.
First line yet to see the ice for the Crimson Hawks. They got the second one out now. Booming slap shot. That one gloved up by Stahl.
Stahl grabbing that one out of midair. His hand-eye coordination has been on point in this game, and it's a high volume of close shots. You look at the shot total, it's a little bit misleading because a lot of the Rams shots have been within 5 feet of the blue paint.
A lot of second chance opportunities for these Rams, and Stahl has answered most of them.
Now London can't control the neutral zone battle won by IUP. For a short time now, the bouncing puck coming the other way. Wagner controlling. Adams gets a piece of it, so no icing. Now a bounce pass. Sala will. Sala, I should say. We'll get back to that one. London goes down to the ice. They're trying to retrieve that one. Sala again. All the way across, Dunham steps up to find this one. Nice counter check there. Back to the middle, London trying to play with it, tripped up in the slot. On the backhand, oh, he can't put that one home. Line shot there, but he found his way on goal. And now the clear goes the length of the ice. Now a foot race to catch up to it. McVeigh wins it for the Rams, and he'll wave off the icing.
We have
Pass all
delayed
the way
penalty
back
on the Crimson Hawks, Alex. Call being made a while back behind the Westchester goal, and the Rams are just going to try to set up in their own zone and take advantage of this extra man.
Yeah, especially playing as aggressive as the Crimson Hawks have come out in this third period. Tough to avoid those calls, and the Rams, even with a man up on the Crimson Hawks already, having trouble getting out of their own zone. And IUP recovers.
So
A kick pass by Adams, just enough for
slashing.
possession. And we'll get the call coming up here. Boker will head to the box.
This is now his second slashing penalty of the game, and gives this Rams power play another look. They're 1 for 3 on the night. Their one and lone power play goal coming late in the first period by Lane. So let's see if they can do it again and extend on this lead, or will the Crimson Hawks penalty kill unit come up successful yet again?
Again, that shorthanded attack for the Crimson Hawks, certainly dangerous. One of the perpetrators of that out there now, Fetzer, number 28. Keep an eye on him as he'll head back on defense as a puck goes in the offensive zone for the Rams. Able to control, and here's Fetzer. Jacob Fetzer trying to edge out his man. Finds Maddox Rurick between the legs, and Fetzer unable to catch up to that one to put it home.
I think Fetzer thought Rurick was going to finish it himself. That's why he didn't crash the net, but excellent deke by Maddox Rurick anyway.
Rams now on offense. The poke ahead. Fetzer able to clear. Maddox chases that one. Or nearly called his number there on that last play. Still getting over that. Out of the way, the Rams in the neutral zone, moving it into the offensive zone as Carter takes a hit and will send it down. Back to collect it, Trent Wagner for the Crimson Hawks. 6'2 defenseman out of Erie, Pennsylvania, holding that one against the boards. And it looks like he's going to head off. So a nice battle there to stop possession and draw the penalty, as it'll be 4-on-4 hockey.
And that's going to go against Emerson Emery. So a little 4-on-4 action now. And we have a special visitor up in the broadcast booth. Little friendly face, little puppy. Absolutely adorable, raising the spirits.
Yeah, the Dogs coming up here to watch this game between the Hawks and the Rams. An interception here and a 2-on-1 forming. Myers moving in on goal with Shepard, and he doesn't need him. Myers takes it to the house. 6-1 on the 4-on-4. And Logan Myers gets the goal in the third period, opens up the scoring in the final 20 minutes of play.
And that was just a nasty goal there by Meyer, going 5-hole on Jared Stahl. And again, that 2-1-0 breakaway, the odd man rushes, you can't have those. And IUP gives up a lot of those. And I'm sure they're going to get an earful from Coach Hansa at the end of this game.
Metric in the neutral zone has his pass intercepted. It's so tough on 4-on-4s to control the puck. And you'd think with all the open ice it would be a lot easier, but out there, anybody could be anywhere, and guys just come out of nowhere for those scoring opportunities. 15 seconds to go on the Boker penalty, and after that, the Crimson Hawks will go on offense, so they will get will go on the power play, so their offense getting some licks in before their penalty expires, but now they're up a man. 5-on-4 action. The Crimson Hawks with a man up. Zach Soy off to Rurick, and he scores! Maddox Rurick, no mistake, as he saw the open net and drilled it home. Immediate response for the Crimson Hawks, 6-2 on the power play.
And that's exactly how it's done. Excellent vision by Zach Soy to find Maddox Rarick, and he was looking at a wide open 6x4, and he buries that behind Zimmerman.
You could tell that the entirety of the Rams defense saw that puck go to the point and immediately went, oh shoot, gotta get on him. And Soy in open ice makes the smart play to get that down to Rarick, and it's a goaltender out of position, playing aggressive on that one. And played by the Crimson Hawks, still down in this third period. But a penalty, it looks like, maybe just offsides. Sawman hit the ice. That was a little bit too quick to call that one. So making short work of that last power play opportunity for the Crimson Hawks.
And maybe that's the goal that sets them back on track. I know that's what I said on the last goal they had, but anything can happen in this third period.
Whitaker takes a hit from London on the far side, gives one back. And now London on the far side of the ice gets it all the way across to Adams. A nice pass there off the boards. Tipped in on goal, and here's some action as London with a late shot. And that's going to cause the scrum. Now Siddiqui getting in there. Oh, the man hitting the deck.
Well, the initial reason of this scrum was London was trying to follow through on the rebound opportunity. Goalie didn't like that too much, and defender sticking up for his goalie.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit extra there, and of course 67 the target. Siddiqui, the defenseman, still going at it at the boards.
Siddiqui and McCune just having some words. Moses and London also having some words.
Again, on that play, they're pointing to the locker rooms, as I think both teams will have their fighters sent off for the remainder of the game. But the Crimson Hawk faithful giving London a round of the pause on his way out, as well as Siddiqui. So the Crimson Hawks without two of their big power guys. But again, on that play, look, I don't blame the Rams for sticking up, especially with how physical that the Crimson Hawks have been. But look, I've seen intentional plays here and there, and intentional things get under the guy's skins. But I think that one, I think he was just following through on the play. It's tough to call.
It really is, because if I can remember correctly, he got the glove, he covered it up, and London thought that he was just going to misplay it, tapped on the glove. Zimmerman took exception to it, and after that, it was just an all-out brawl, and we see four players actually get tossed out. It was Siddiqui and London for IUP, and I did not catch the numbers for Westchester.
Yeah, McEwen definitely one of them. And
yeah, McEwen, one of them.
Oh, no, Mateo is on the bench. Either way, guys heading off in the third period, still 12 minutes to go. I think both teams just kind of playing like this one's in the books, but still fighting towards the very end. And the Crimson Hawks using this time to go over some strategy on their bench there and try to get some momentum back near the end of this one.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to be really tough to try to build off of that momentum, as it's kind of negative, but if you could just channel that energy from that power play goal, you never know. Anything can happen, and that was a lot to like on that power play. Now, granted, the Rams were down a player, but they had excellent passing. They set up in the zone, great stretch passing from the point to Rarick in the low slide, and it was game over from that. But they can keep the looks like that. I think they'll be able to at least make it a little bit more respectable.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially considering they're playing this team again tomorrow night. Same place. This next broadcast will be, what did you say, 5:40?
Yes.
5:40 in the afternoon. You'll get play-by-play duties then.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be an exciting one. I mean, both these teams at each other's throats here in the late goings of this one. And, well, it's going to be exciting tomorrow. Are you looking forward to it?
I really am. I think this game for the Crimson Hawks. You got to just take it with a grain of salt. You got to just have a quick memory. You can't think about it too much and approach tomorrow as a fresh slate. You know what this team is capable of. They play very physical. They like to get shots, and they like to crowd the net. A lot of talent on this team. So how are you going to adjust to that? That's what you gotta think of that, and you also gotta think of, okay, Westchester beat us a lot on those odd man breaks. Didn't have a lot of guys back, so maybe you play a little bit more conservatively tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not the coach. That's Coach Honzo, Coach Glavich's job. But it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to approach the game tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see, and try to end this one on a high note. And you made a good point. Robbie Moses was the other guilty party for Westchester, so thank you for scanning the bench there for the lack of number. Impressive play. Both teams, even strength 5-on-5, although losing 2 members from their bench on each side. Stahl will give it off to Soy behind the net. And he'll cut back, facing pressure. Miola. Back to the middle, and that one's poked away by Fetzer. Now we'll head back to the Ram zone. 6-2 the score. Shots even at 21. Long pass coming up. One from Lane will find its way all the way to Carter, who backhands it to the slot. Nobody home. And now Miola on the counterattack. Miola with Fetzer. Reinforcements coming. Looking to the point, nobody there. Taken into the boards. Winsky trying to get in there, and the puck at a standstill.
Yeah, no one's moving down there. This is quite odd.
I think Shepard's standing on it, and not allowing anybody to get an edge. Now Fetzer joins the mix. Miola poking at it too. And that one rockets out of the pile. Dennis chases and keeps it in the offensive zone. Winsky on the backhand. Moves around the net. And
Good defensive
Winsky
play by Carter here.
Winsky ridden by Carter there and able to keep possession. Back out to the point. The shot deflects on its way in. Fetzer trying to get to it. Now on the far side, 68. Werner has his pass intercepted. Miola can't pull the trigger in the slot. And just like that, Werner back the other way. Now all the way out. Shot wide. Going the blocker side was number 17, McCormick. Behind the net, Crane puts the brakes on. Now McCormick back to Crane. Halfway through this third period. McCormick at the point. Ryan sends this one in wide of the net. That bank shot unable to connect with Crane behind the net. Puts on the brakes. With a little bit of space on the goal line. Comes out, and Stahl unable to find it in the scrum. Getting the stick on it was number 15, Joey Mateo, out of Langhorne, Pennsylvania. 7-2 the score.
And they were hemmed in their own zone, IUP was, and whenever you can't clear that puck, it starts to get just mentally and physically taxing. And you're out there for a while, and Westchester doing a phenomenal job rotating the puck, and they're able to get it past Stahl yet again, 7-2.
Yeah, that coming off of a sustained offensive drive for the Crimson Hawks, and that counter just unable to get it out of the zone. Now a shot off the crossbar by Whitaker. Now to the middle, Emery unable to put that one home. Vitullo cycling at the point. Gives it off for the clapper. Denied. Lane with the shot. Now intercepted in the middle. Sela looking up ice. And he'll dump and chase. tied up. Puck comes out, but purple jerseys swarm. Neutral zone. Dunham puts on the brakes, and Rurick will send it in this time. Zimmerman out to play that one. Fairman can't get to it. Now the quick shot, glove down by Zimmerman. Can't hold on, though, and the play's still alive. Rurick knocks that one down, and Maddox can't get to it. Keeps it in the neutral zone. Whitaker with the interception. The shot coming in, blockered away by Stahl. Now Emery behind the net, taking some physical play, but no call. Extra shove there. Soy in the middle will control possession. Now Jace Rurick with it. On the backhand, trying to cut to the middle. 3 defenders in there against him. And Shepard with a turnaround slash. No call. Coming back the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Rams. Fans on the pass is Ryan. And Dennis rides him to the boards. Where it bounced off the supports, it comes back in IUP territory. Metric on the far side. Gives it off. Jace Rurick with space. Looks to the net, and the shot deflects up high off the glove of Zimmerman.
Good screen shot there by Rurick, but just not able to get it on target.
Rams control behind their own net. With speed, Shepard. Across the red line. Cutting in, and that one tipped away from him. Boker with possession. Adams now on the left wing. Nobody with him. Comes back. Boker able to be the reinforcement. Gets that one off the crossbar. Dunham. Around the face-off circle to Adams. Fetzer from the point. Blocked. DiMatteo with the block there. And since then, the Rams have controlled. As Hill tip it ahead to himself. As that drive stalls out. Carter behind the net. And that pass broken up. Stahl with the pad save. Excuse me. Got ahead of myself there as that one attempted pass to the slot. Got broken up. And well, the Rams still haven't recovered as that one comes in on goal. And Stahl will cover. 6:40 to go in the third. And the shots, even as they have been all game, it's crazy.
It's really phenomenal whenever you look at the shots, and they're dead even at 23. But then you look at the scoreboard, and it's clearly not even. And that just proves that Westchester has taken advantage of the opportunity more than IUP. They've got more quality shots to go in.
Now this one to the slot, up high. Hawks trying to tip it ahead to themselves. Soy back to collect. That one comes out for the one-timer. Goes wide. Miller to collect it. And off the ventilation system. And out of play. And here's some more pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Well, it looked like Fetzer just got a little bit of a later hit on Wade Courtney, and teammate just sticking up for him, as you should. Adams shooing Westchester away from the bench.
That's what you got to do in these late games. And I remember last year I was here for the Westchester game in S&T Bank Arena. I think it was actually 2 years ago now, but it was a very physical play. These two teams definitely go at it. And the Crimson Hawks trying to take advantage of their first, in reality, game of the season. They, of course, 2-0 against Penn State's Division II program. 6 minutes to go in the third. Icing called here. Some yelling after the play back in the Rams zone, but no harm, no foul. Face off. Winsky in the face-off circle for IUP. Logan Myers losing that one for the Rams as that one still loose. Miller trying to put it on the forehand. Behind the net, has possession. Lane behind, and he grabs it with his hand, but lets go of it. That was a questionable play behind the net. Oh, and a big hit, and slow to get up
Miola's
is
down.
Miola.
That was a really ugly hit there.
That's one of those, big hits, sometimes you see scrums afterwards, but you hear that noise against the boards and you know to step off. He's going ahead to the bench, number 56 for the Crimson Hawks, but on his own accord, so he's good to go, and both teams will have a line change after that heated encounter. Crimson Hawks, number 1 unit out here, and some jawing back and forth after the play.
Well, as there should be. I mean, their teammate took a very hard hit on the boards, and that could have been a lot worse, but
2-minute power play for the Crimson Hawks now. Soy, or I should say Ziemba, excuse me, number 73, takes it to the net. Fairman behind will get it out to Jace Rurick at the point. The Rams playing far more aggressive on this penalty kill, but Rurick holds possession behind the net. Scans his options, back to Ziemba. One time. Now the backhand shot by Miller, unable to find his way on goal, but great forechecking by 57 to keep that one in. Shane Miller. Rurick trying to dance around. He gets it back. Now the shot coming in up high. And the crease cleared.
really good
No extra
pressure
peripherals.
by this IUP power play unit, moving the puck, diving for the puck to keep it in. Great play there by Shane Miller, diving. He almost dove onto the puck. He got up really quickly, got the pass to Rarick, shot off, but no dice.
Rurick to Ziemba. The shot coming up high. Still loose off the post. Rebound and they score. Shane Miller on the power play, and the Hawks convert once again. This power play is looking dangerous.
Oh, that's two of three now. Shane Miller getting his first of the game, and what a great time to do it.
Absolutely deserves that one. I mean, he showed a lot of strength keeping that one in last play, and the coaching staff, hey, sticking to their guns, keeping him out there, and looks good. Wasn't sure if they were going to call a timeout there, as coach is down on the bench, but just some adjustments. 4 goals, the difference between these two teams. Adams trying to backhand that one ahead, but back to Boker. Boker trying for the toe drag, now Fetzer. Hawks set up in the offensive zone once again. Fetzer loses possession. Emery behind the net loses possession, and nobody there able to put that one home, but Adams tripped up the Crimson Hawks to another power play.
And fresh, they just got over the boards and send them back over. Another power play for IUP, 2 for 3, as I just mentioned. So let's see if they can keep it up here. Again, I think the win might be a little out of reach. I mean, nothing's impossible, but again, I think the key is just making it more respectable.
Look, if they keep converting on these power plays, this team certainly still looking dangerous in the offensive zone, and well, they've done a good job of keeping it there as Miller holds possession. Fairman behind the net, directing traffic, back out to Rurick. Ziemba at the point. Rurick with the one-time shot in the breadbasket of Zimmerman.
I like that look at the point. Great pass from Zemba to the point to Jace Rurick, and man, that kid has a shot.
Absolutely. Winds up and fires immediately. Great job by Ziemba with that pass. Heads-up play to get it exactly where Rurick needed it, in the wheelhouse. And the Hawks control possession off the faceoff again. Fairman keeps it in, though. Miller trying to get to it. The clear all the way down to Stahl. Nice play there to get it ahead to his forward by Stahl, and trying to stay on side with the Crimson Hawks. Successfully done so. Fairman gets it around. Miller on the bouncing puck. Crimson Hawks setting up. Ziemba's shot goes up high but does not hit the netting. Miller has Fairman down the net. A stick loose. A Rams defender without a stick. He gets it back. Johnson. Short pass, unsuccessful to Ziemba. And the Crimson Hawks keeping their units out here. cross-checking the call
They're going to
against
give
IUP. 4-on-4 hockey coming up.
Fairman the guilty party there. I wasn't looking at the call, but officials were, and they're going to call the cross check.
Yeah, that extra shot after the play. It's not the first time the Crimson Hawks have been called on that kind of play, but again, the physicality has gone back and forth in this game. So 55 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the remaining minute and 5 seconds of power play that the Rams will have. But again, they converted earlier on a 4-on-4 as the shot right off the faceoff does not beat Stahl. Not fooled there. Now the face-off again, the tie-up, and the Rams come away with it. Back out to the middle. That one deflected wide, still loose. Hits the outside of the goal. IUP controls it in their own zone. Soy on the far side with a stretch pass. Can't find Boker. And that's an icing call. 33 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4.
As we get to the back half of this game, you're just kind of playing for pride. And like I said earlier, the Crimson Hawks just going to have to take this one, and then tomorrow just forget anything ever happened, but learn from your mistakes. Try to make yourself better, fix those odd man rushes, and
I will say, for the most part, this period, they've fixed those odd
they
man
really
rushes.
have.
They've looked a lot better.
Yes, IUP does look tremendously better this period.
Now Adams trying to convert offensively. A nice pass to get it under the defender's stick and keep possession. Fetzer on the forecheck. Boker unable to get to that one in time for a clean shot. That one on a bad angle. Now DiMatteo, or I should say McCormick, over there battling for it. Coming away with it is Crane. Myers on this side of the ice. Nobody with him. And reinforcements arrive. That one tipped. Goes wide. Now power play action for Westchester. Wind up slap shot. Bounces in on goal. Lane did not get all of that one. Ziemba with the extra shot, but no scrum after the play.
Yeah, that shot taken just inside that blue line, and it went up and then it went down.
Yeah, and it was definitely a rush shot because it was about to go out of play. Definitely had to step up on that, and sometimes when you step up on that, you lose your shot power. And it's exactly what happened there, as that one just trickled in on goal. Still not an easy puck by any means. The Crimson Hawks have come out aggressive this period, leading 29-24 in the shots department. Westchester, certainly not as many shots as IUP this period. They'll try to get more shots as they are on the power play. Still 30 seconds to go. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Shepard, his shot goes wide. Covered by Stahl. .25 seconds to go on the power play. Another draw. I think IUP in this game, that there's, one of their bigger positives to come away with, they have dominated in the face-off circles to get another win there.
Yeah, that's the one thing IUP's doing right. Is it's definitely in the dot, and they've always excelled in that face-off dot, and they just do a tremendous job at it. They're really talented up the middle.
Now the slap shot coming in by Lane. He certainly loves to use his stick for those clappers from the point, but the power play done, and Fairman out of the box. One man to beat. Two defenders coming in for the Rams, and they tie him up successfully. Maddox Vurick behind the net, around the face-off circle, I should say, and nearly loses possession, but they keep it in the zone. Zimmerman will cover. 56 seconds to go in the third. And this game, 7-3, 56 seconds left. Almost over, but again, I'm still excited for tomorrow's game. Could bring anything.
I really am excited for tomorrow's match. I'm very curious to see how IUP is going to approach this. They have a lot to look over, a lot to talk about, but not a whole lot of time to prepare. So it is going to be very interesting.
Interesting indeed. And this game, a ton of physicality. I wonder if we'll see some of that in tomorrow's game. But as for this Friday night game, 40 seconds to go. Dennis will send it up to Winsky. Trying to get a last spark on offense, and he's swallowed up in the offensive zone. The Rams have done a great job at defending their blue line, and they faltered a little bit in the third period, but overall throughout this game, they've been pretty sturdy on that front. Now poked ahead. Fetzer takes the shot, blocked. Still bouncing around. And now a one-on-one. Miola coming back. And he had that hit earlier. Nice to see him back out there making defensive plays, but that will do it for this game here. The Crimson Hawks off giving their first loss of the season to the hands of the Westchester Rams. So two teams line up for the final handshakes in a show of sportsmanship. Peyton has our 3 stars of the game.
I do. Now, Westchester was just dominant this entire game, and there was a lot of players to consider, but I would give the 3rd star to Jacob Vitullo. Finished the game with 2 assists, really crisp passing. If I had to give the 2nd star, it's going to be to the captain, Emerson Emery. Finished the game with 2 goals, 1 shy of that hat trick. And the 1st star, the man with the mask, number 24, Chad Zimmerman. Finished the game 89% save percentage, 26 out of 29. Absolutely phenomenal, playing out of his mind. And maybe we'll see him tomorrow. Maybe the backup will be in and to get some good rest.
Well, we will see what tomorrow brings. But as for today, 7-3, the Rams win it against IUP. Be back tomorrow for our broadcast, the rematch, Saturday afternoon. We'll see you.